Well, hello, 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 my friends. I am so happy to have you all here this evening already. What an exciting Monday it has been. When I took Luigi for a walk this morning, it was cold, but it was clear, beautiful blue skies. I saw crocuses, I saw little irises coming up, tulip stems coming, and I felt like it was amazing. I don't know if you can see directly outside my window right now, but it's like a snow globe has opened up and is coming everywhere on me. Oh my goodness, it is snowing in Ontario yet again. I am so glad you're here. Melissa, Suzanne, I'm so glad you guys are here. Claudia, oh my gosh, Judy, it's great to have you here. Janet gave me this yesterday. Janet's on the chat. Everybody say hi to Janet. This, let me see if I can get my camera angles right. This little sloth, he's a positivity sloth. And he says, it doesn't matter how slow you go as long as you don't stop. So yesterday, Janet was the host of a card swap that I was invited to with 13 other fabulous women. And I'll pretend well, no, I'll take it. I'm fabulous too, friends. So I was one of the 14th one in. And oh my goodness, can I show you this? This was the prize for going first and sharing your card. Look at my haul, you guys. Look at my haul. If we have time toward the end of the evening, I will showcase the magnificent things that were made by Melissa and Michael Ann and Joy. And oh my gosh, it was just incredible. I got to tell you guys, I have been so pleased with my friend Tammy, who did not know that I existed, nor did I know that she existed. Maybe 2 months ago, something like that, 3 months ago, something like that, Tammy. And Tammy, I sat down next to Tammy at a class, a little workshop that we were doing to make some cards together. And I could tell she was mad good at making cards, man. She was blending and it was gorgeous and it was incredible. And as soon as she was a little bit nice to me, I was way nice to her and said, hey, can I come along for your ride and become one of your friends? Please, 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 please. And she said, yes. I just have to notice, hi, mom. I'm so glad you're here. You know, it is the funnest thing in the world to have my mom be here as my biggest fan. It's fantastic. So everybody in the chat, please say hi to my mom. She's Gloria or Mrs. Griffin if you're formal. She goes by Glow, which I always like to say is what she gave to me. Margie, I'm so glad you're here. Margie was in the swap yesterday. Oh my gosh, you guys. So when I sat down, Darla, hello from Indiana. It's great to have you here. You can say hi to my mom in the chat. She loves that. I'm so glad you're here tonight, Mom, for the live as well. I'm going to tell you guys about the amazing time we had at my first ever in-person 14-person card swap. It was incredible. Tammy invited me into her group and has opened me up to so many friends, not the least of which was our host yesterday, Janet. And because Janet lives a couple of kind of counties or towns over from us, our good friend Michelle hosted where more of us live. So it was in Michelle's house, but Janet was there. When she opened the door and we walked in, the woman was in socks that look like chicken feet and leggings and beautiful blue curly hair. She just knows how to just have fun. Let me tell you, Janet, I love you. And because I got to go first, this was one of the little prizes that she gave me, but my goodness, it was so much fun. And then we got to eat. This is the other thing, right? When you get a whole bunch of crafters together, they need to know what the food story is going to be. And I'm telling you, we had fruit and we had beautiful egg salad sandwiches, which are a favorite of mine. It was incredible. So my little positivity sloth is getting a grand spot in the craft room. Let me see where you can see him and me still at the same time. Let me see him. I feel like he's going to take a little bit of a role. Is there? Okay, he's watching over me. The positivity is coming, and it's going to be incredible. Well, tonight, friends, I am going to do an unboxing. So many of you know it was recently my birthday. Got to spend my birthday weekend in Markham with 400 or so beautiful crafters at the Scrapbooks and Cards Today event, the Create and Inspire event. I got to keynote that talk there. I got to moderate 8 roundtables for card makers and for incredible scrapbookers, which I don't know yet, but I'm learning. Virginia was one of the fabulous trainers and instructors there that I got to learn from. Oh my gosh, they were all incredible. When I came home last week, I was exhausted. So my live stream, I talked a little bit more about it. I met some of my absolute most favorite people and people who are my future favorite people. Catherine runs such a world-class event that I'm so glad that I got to go be part of it. And I'm still riding high from it. But at that event, so Sheri had a pop-up store. She's Paper Crafters Workshop. She and Matt own it. And we've become fast and furious friends as we have worked together to bring the virtual card swap, the one where it's Happy Mail, where you go back and forth. I think if I point right here, you'll see that's a little bit about it there. Lots and lots of information we can share with you online. But Sheri gifted me a wonderful, wonderful set of incredible Lawn Fawn treats. Oh my gosh. So today we're going to be using the a stencil that is a little nice rain one. It's called Lawn Fawn's Rainy Sky Stencil. And then I've got the matching die and stamp set for Beary Rainy Day. So we are going to do that. And my friends, I was inspired yesterday with all of the wonderful people at my card swap who are incredible colorers. Can I just show you one that Janet snuck in at the end? I just have to show you this little chef guy. Let me bring him up to the camera. Hang on, maybe I can put the other camera on. 1 second. I'll be fast. I'll be fast. Okay, put this camera here. Look at that coloring she did. That's shading and coloring and beautifulness. By the way, this says enclosed for good for one dinner at any restaurant. When you open this one, because Miss Janet's just a little bit snarky, it's got your dinner right in it. Salt and pepper ready to go. Happy freaking birthday, friends. But the coloring of all of my friends yesterday was so exquisite that I feel inspired. So I'm going to try. I watched a couple of videos to learn. I'm going to try to do a very light outline stamp and do some coloring and some die cutting and make a scene. That's what I'm going to try and do all in one live. We'll see how it goes. Mom, stay with me. Okay, so this one I'm putting aside because this little mousey, oh my gosh, I fall in love with this mousey. But tonight we're doing bears. So mousey aside, bears coming back. Let's set our intention for tonight, my friends. So this year, as I've been live streaming every Monday at 7 o'clock Eastern, one of the things that I really liked doing is setting up an intention for the night. And I just want to make sure that we are doing this for fun, for joy, for peace, all those wonderful things that we get from crafting. I'm a big nerd when it comes to how our brains actually work and what's good for us. I'm going to take that camera off because it doesn't look pretty on the inside of the camera I'm just seeing. And I just love to be able to be in community and be together and know that our brains are actually doing great things for us, that we are actually taking care of ourselves, that creating and being creative is part of self-care. We know that we're supposed to drink lots of water, which is why we all walk around with Stanley water bottles. We know that we're supposed to get lots of sleep and have good diet and exercise. But I think we cheat ourselves very often of that creative time. And when we cheat ourselves of that creative time, we're actually cheating ourselves of our own vitality. So I encourage each of you to create. And tonight, as I light this candle, I just encourage you to think about how you are creative and that however you love to do your creative stuff, if that's taking time to be in community with me here this evening, or if it's making your own cards, teaching those who don't know as much about you, like my friend Margie has done so much for me and Tammy, or if it's something where you're able to do and just say fun. Oh, you want to say hi to Fred? Well, Fred is busily pacing because I threw him, not really a curveball, Janet, but a tiny little difference tonight. So you know how when we first open dies, they're all connected to each other, right? Like this is all little pieces are connected. So like this umbrella, for example, has a die inside of it. So I've got the pliers over here. And I told Fred I'd like him to come and cut them apart for me while I start to do the stamping and coloring. And he was worried that the noise would be distracting for you, but I was like, no, I know Tyra even likes the noise. Oh, wait, here he is. Hang on, let me just add him to the stage. There he is. He's hanging upside down. Hi, Fred. Good to see you. All right. So he says hi to everybody as well, too. So let me move this candle out of the way because as we know, flames and paper, not a good mix. So let's move this over. Now, Claude, you were very astute, and I noticed that you already saw that I have downgraded from my Christmas mug that Lori chastised me for last week. But I'll tell you this, my little Christmas winter village, which has little tiny reindeers and snowmans and little trees, this little forest, I put it away today. It is April 7th. That's the latest I've ever left it out, but it was just too cute to put away. So my Christmas mug is gone for now, but we have whatever these are, chevrons and tea. Okay. Fred is here. So I am going to unpack this. This is my first unboxing, you guys. Okay. Okay, here we go. Look at this. How many dies are in here? Does it say on Lawn Fawn ones? I don't know if it says it. Coordinates with the rainbow. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think there's 16 dies in here. That is beautiful. I am so excited to use this. So Guys, I'm going to hold that up so you see them all. That's the before. Fred's going to cut them apart for me quietly in the corner over here right now. Thank you, Fred. And then I'm going to do the stencil last. This is a nice little like raindrop. Oh, I forgot to show you something because it was my birthday last week. Look, more birthday cards came in. This is from my sister-in-law who is doing watercolors. I just absolutely adored it. She wrote a beautiful message. Look at this one, you guys. If you don't know Luigi, that is Luigi. And our son drew this for me. He draws a Luigi card for me every Christmas and every birthday. And I just think he nailed it. It is so, so cute. I love it. I love it. Luigi, thank you. Beautiful cards. Okay. So here's how we're going to do this. Now, Margie's asking, is anyone else having any issues with freezing frame? I am not sure, but if you guys could say in the chat, if anybody's got any ideas of what to do, because I'm new to putting this on Facebook even more than I am to putting it on YouTube. So by all means, please, if anybody's got some troubleshooting tips that we can use, I would love that. I would be very, very happy to know what to do. So teach me, friends, teach me. Okay, I'm going to turn my next camera on. Let's see how I do that again. Here we go. And I think it's specifically on the Facebook version of this. And maybe that has something to do with my streaming software. So keep me posted. If anybody has tips, I would love to hear it out. Margie, if you figure it out, let me know as well too. Okay, so I'm going to take my my stamping positioner, and I'm going to be really embarrassed that I have a little hair here in the corner. Oh, well, it's true. My hair's falling out. I'm over 50 now, and apparently that's just something I have to do with. Okay, Judy, you're doing okay too. Margie tried going back out and coming back in. I don't know. Please, friends, if you know what to do, let us know. I'm happy to do that. Okay, Tiff, you're okay on Facebook. So, Margie, maybe it's a because we're having bad weather. Like maybe that's something that's happening in your area too. Yep, Tiffany, yay! Do you have any littles with you, Tiffany? I am so happy that you're here. Okay, so here we go with the stamps that we're going to use from Lawn Fawn for the Beary Rain. I'm going to take my, I've just got a piece here that I want to do some stamping on. I'm using the Hammer Mill. Hammer Mill is a cardstock that's 110 pound. Die cuts beautifully, inks up nicely, does everything but watercolor perfectly. There's my little girl, guys. This is Ashley. Hi, Ashley. I saw beautiful pictures. Okay, Margie says could be the weather coming in. That's too, Margie. Ashley, I saw a beautiful picture of you with your motorcycle. I know other mothers would freak out about this, but my husband came with a motorcycle, so it just makes sense that his kids come with motorcycles too. All right, let's see. We're going to do this little bear guy. Right, I'm going to put him down, and what I'm going to do is just a light coating of ink on the outside so that I can color right away. And I'm going to leave myself lots of room to do the die cutting. So those of you who are die cutting pros, you let me know how I'm doing. I'm going to add these teddy bears. They look super cute. I see a froggy. Definitely going to try a froggy. I see another froggy. I'm not sure if I'll use all of these, but we'll try. This froggy needs to be next to that froggy. And then an umbrella. Try him here. Maybe a cloud. Try him. I think these splashes are pretty fun, and a puddle. Yeah, we probably need splashes and a puddle. Okay, cloud, splashes. I don't want to get them too close because I don't want to be torturing myself trying to get the die cut around them. It was plus 19 yesterday. Oh my gosh, how does that happen for you? Tammy, my friend, I'm so glad you're here. I don't know if you heard, but you're going to have to go back and listen to all the amazing things I just said about you. I love you. That's all there is to it. But you should listen to it because it was pretty fun to say all those things as well. Okay, so yeah, I think that's enough for me to try. We're going with the mammoth task tonight. Got the bears. Let's see. So you can't necessarily see what the bears are doing there, but on the Lawn Fawn stamps, you can see this is what we're going for. Okay, so these are new stamps, just opened. I've got my waffle flower sticky mat down here, which is why I'm doing it inside there. And I've been told to condition my stamps and also to show off my really pretty red nail polish while I'm doing that. So all new polymer stamps come with sort of like a coating as part of the, what do you call it? Like a manufacturing process. And that's normal. So I'm just putting some of my good jus on it. Dang, I'm so glad that you're, don't let it go to her head. Well, Margie, if I didn't get you in the deal of Tammy becoming my friend, it would not have been as sweet, my friend, let me tell you. Okay, so we've got that. Now, see this color here? I am going with a really light color. And the reason I'm doing this really light color is that it's actually not what I want to finish with. I want to do like the VersaFine black outline so that my little colored creatures will look like these guys. These guys. I'm going to change my camera so that I can show you guys more of my desk. So I will do it in black at the end, but I saw a neat way that Gina K did it when I was with her at the SCT event. So this is really just meant to give me some coloring outlines, if you will. And I just realized the little umbrella that I put down, it's 100% upside down. I just inked the back of the stamp. It's great. Yay. Oh, yes, it is pretty polished, isn't it, Tyra? I'm feeling very extra. And I was doing some spring cleaning today. And when I was doing my spring cleaning, I smucked my head. I stood up under one of the, like the poles, stood up and hit my head. And then when I turned around quickly with my eyes closed because I was grabbing for my head, I also chipped my nail polish. I'm not sure how that happened, but I fixed it. It's fine. Okay, so we've got our light touch of color going on here. Let's get all our little critters. And I've been trying to be a little more, not needing as much sort of insurance policy when I'm doing something. Let me explain what I mean. So often when I'm doing something, I might go ahead and say, okay, well, this isn't stamped perfectly and I might color it wrong. So let me stamp 3 of these so I have lots of choice of what I can do. And there's nothing wrong with that. But friends, I'm not trying to be perfect here tonight. I am actually just trying to have some fun, do some coloring, and I want to leave all of my stamps in the exact same spot in my stamp positioner so that when I'm done coloring, I can come back in and put the black ink on top that I want the outlines to be here. It is no joke. It is no joke. There we go. Being extra to join the vibe. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to move this aside. And got some nice space here. Now, I'll tell you this. My Copic marker collection, I think, is vast. As in, I have like 24 here right now. Janet, go ahead and put how many you have in the chat. Because it is a few more than 24, my friend. A few more indeed. Okay, so the one thing that I seem to feel confident with my Copic coloring so far is to start light and then shade in. It's okay if I don't get this absolutely perfect because I'm just trying. And I'm also just wondering if I should put my little reader glasses on. I'm not at the point yet where the optometrist says you need glasses, but I do enjoy the, like getting them at the drugstore ones that you can get. I do enjoy putting those on and being able to see a little magnification, if you will. Okay, so that's my first coat of this. This is the color I call Boo. It's not. It's called Frosted Blue, BOO, for those of us who have Copics and know what we're doing. Now, Tammy's cards that she made yesterday, oh my heart be still. They were incredible chickens. That's right, spring chickens. Well, that's the other thing. The host got to pick the theme. So when Sheri and I at the Paper Crafters Workshop do our swap, we do the theme for everybody. But what we do is the host picks the theme. And so Janet was our host. So she picked the theme of spring or Easter, and that it was snarky or sarcastic. So a couple weeks ago, I made my Mr. Rabbit on a live stream. That's a Tim Holtz die. And it turned out pretty cute, but I couldn't bear to put the snarky comments into it. So sorry, Janet, I'm just not there when it comes to writing down my snark. All right, there we go. So we've got some blue going on. And now I'm just going to take this next level of blue here. I'm going to go right for a B12. Oh, look, you guys, this just got handed to me. perfectly. They're all put apart. Oh, and now they're everywhere. That's okay. So I think there's some rules that I need to learn when it comes to coloring about your light sources at one side, and that's how you know what to make lighter and darker. But really, I'm just going to, makes me wonder about Jeffrey's card because he's an artist. Oh yeah, I can see on his card. See how the little paw has light up here and the little nose has got light. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Okay. I'm not there yet though. I look at this. Tammy knows I'm going to be a snarky person very soon. It's true. It's true. All right. So I'm going to do kind of a little bit of outlining, if you will. Now, sometimes I watch videos on YouTube that are, what would you call it? Like mesmerizing or like just you relax to it. I think there's ones that they do sort of different sounds, ASMR, that kind of stuff. But there are beautiful colorers, people who just do all sorts of gorgeous coloring. And I could sit and watch them, and maybe I'll pick up some tips from them by paying a little more attention. Okay, so my little bits of water starting to have some shading on them. Now let's come in and take a look at my little froggies here. They are cute, so I'm going to go in with green, and I picked the yellow green. So YG11 is the yellow green I'm starting with, a light green. And you know, I think I've steered away from Lawn Fawn because the cuteness factor requires this gorgeous coloring, and I just haven't had the confidence to do it. But a product that they brought out in the market last year that I am thrilled with and like using and is building my confidence actually are stencils that go with their stamps and their dies. So now you can put down a stencil and it actually, covers up the right parts so that you can get the right shading and the right color. And you look like a pro every time. And I feel like using those has given me a little bit more confidence to try my coloring. This little froggy is a leapfrog. He's leaping. Okay, so I've got a little bit of that green. And I'm going to go in. I think I'm keeping this note here is yellow green 61. So I'm just going to keep it a little bit more neutral instead of going too crazy with the color. And I'm just going along the bottom by his legs over here. And then I'm just going to, for experiment's sake, go on one little side of him over here and maybe on the top a little bit too. I don't know if that's going to make it any different. We're just trying. Same on this one. Going to make the front legs a little bit darker. And maybe I'll see what happens when I do just his smile and his little eyes. Except I'm doing black over them, so maybe not. Okay, a little bit of green on these guys. I think this umbrella, okay, the bears. And I think the little, what's the lightest blue? I think this one, B-O-O-O-O, pale. Okay, just going to do the cloud so that it has some color. It doesn't need lots because it's a cloud. Remember when I showed you Janet's chef just now, his coat was white and she didn't have to color in the white. That was paper that she used that was white. So I'm going to leave a little bit of the cloud white and just add some blue to the rest of it. So let's see, I'll hold that up a bit there. So some shading with some white in it. Okay. It might be working. We don't know. Okay, now the bears. Now, if there's anything I can tell you about me, I must have started my Copic collection with the browns because these are all different kinds of browns. They start with the letter E for, I don't know what, for brown. And I must have been trying to do some skin tones or things like that because when I pulled out the color tonight, I realized, well, I only have 2 purples. I have like 15 browns. So who knows if that is there. Oh, Paulo, it's so great to have you here. So this is fun. So my nephew, Paulo, his other aunt is named Paul, and Paula, I wish I could pronounce this correctly. So it's not Paula, like we say necessarily, but Paula. Oh, I think I said it right. There we go. Anyways, it's beautiful to have you here. We were at the SCT event together, and I'm so thrilled that you're here. Thank you for coming. I'm trying my Copics out here tonight, and I'm going to do my little bears. So my lightest browns. And then I do know that there's something I need to commit to memory about the browns being like the numbers close to each other mean something. We're just going to try. We're going to try all the browns, friend. All the browns. Okay. Oh, look, I got it. Perfect. Woo! I might only get it perfect once, but that's okay. All right, so I'm going to put this guy aside. I think this is kind of more like pinky. I might have been doing the little mouse belly with the pinky color. And I'm going to go for a light, let's try E31 and E33. So I'm going to try E31. And I'm just going to go in on this little bear over here and going to color in his ears and his face. Now he's wearing a little raincoat. And so I want to do the raincoat. Well, I want to do it in red, but I have found that red sort of is kind of a messy color. Do you guys find that too? Like I kind of get it everywhere. I don't know why. Maybe it just mine is juicy, or maybe I'm just, I don't know. I got to build that confidence. Like I said, friend, it's only paper. Okay. So I haven't colored his snout in yet. I'll tell you why in a second. I'm going to do his little paw, and then his little pant leg, which will say he's like Winnie the Pooh. He doesn't have any pants. Okay. So we've got the first coat there. That's with the E31. Now E33, I think the color number is a little bit further up. What's mom saying here? Yellow raincoat. Okay, mom, we'll do yellow for you. I want the legs a little darker, so I'm going to go in with a bit more of this color on the legs. And I'm going to go on the little paw as well, and the back ear. So let me hold that up to show you. Oh, it looks silly. Oh, it's okay. It looks like he has a lump on his head. Okay, watch the whole bear go a little darker now, because we're going to even that out, and it's going to be just fine, friends, just fine. Okay, here, I think I know what to do. I don't need to make him all brown, but I'm just going to give him a little bit of accent there, and then by his coat a little bit, and then we'll round that out a bit. Okay. Nope, we're making this whole bear brown, friends. We're going in. So I don't know what the light color was for to begin with, but Jen Shirkas, who was at the event and has a beautiful background in fine art, said it's just coloring. Just go for it, Sheri. So I am taking her word. Okay, now my bear is brown. That was 33. All bears from here on forward are going to be brown. Let's see what this one is. E35. Okay, so I'm just going to go to the friend bear over here with this E35. Don't let me forget I want to do that nose in a bit of the pinky color. I think it will be cute. And if it's not, we've just proven we can totally cover it up with the darker color. Okay, when your sister-in-law is one of your biggest fans too, your life is blessed. Let me tell you. Thank you, Suzanne. It's very soothing to be coloring. Okay, no, it's not. There's nothing soothing about live streaming at this point in my career. If you haven't noticed, and if you're not yet a subscriber, please go ahead and subscribe. I started my YouTube journey in September with the goal of having 500 subscribers so that I can get invited into the YouTube paid partner program. And the 500 is a minimum that you have to meet for their program. And when you do, they invite you in and you get all sorts of payment. There's different ways that that YouTube pays their content creators. And so that was mine, to make it a move where I could be earning for my YouTube channel. Lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, learning everything. So don't know if you guys have followed along with this, but this is video number 98. And I was told by people who are very clever in the YouTube world and the knowledgeable in the space of becoming content creators, go do your first 100 videos before you ask a single question, because until you've done 100 videos, you don't know nothing. And whatever we teach you is not going to make you a ton of sense yet. So I'm almost there, friends. And I will tell you what I know between video number 1 and video number 98. Woo! Is a lot, an absolute a lot. Okay, so I gave my little pinky kind of nose, but it's still in the neutral color. So it's not pink nose. I'm going for the little bear guy. Okay. Okay. So here we are. Are you able to zoom in while you color? That would be amazing if I could figure that out. I wonder if I can figure it out. Let's see. I'm going to try a couple different camera angles. So the software that I have doesn't actually zoom per se, but that's a little bit closer, I think. Tyra, tell me what you think. Is that a little bit closer? Can you see a bit more when I do it that way? The other thing I could do, let's try this. Hang on one second. Wrong thing. Put this over here. Is that closer? I don't know. Which is closer, this one or this one? Okay. What do you think? Is this one the closest? Could be. We'll try that one. Okay, so we've got some brown happening in the bears. Now I'm going to go back to, what's that really light brown that I started with? E31. So these two little brown bears down here. I had a funny thought where if I could only just color close to you like this, I wonder if there's a way. So I could make my standing and sitting desk very, very tall, but I might have pull all the wires out of things. I will experiment with that this week, Tara, and see what I can come up with for next week. And I would love ideas if anybody has an idea for what I should do for video number 100. I'm a week away from that, and I'm pretty excited. I feel like it is, back to this one because I like looking up and seeing you guys every now and then. Although I know I don't see you, it makes me feel like I see you. So yeah, video 100 is coming right up. And then once I'm done video 100, I'm going to start asking some professionals more questions about what to do. Because let me tell you, there are some neat things to do on YouTube that I would like to experiment with. Okay, so this is the hand on the umbrella. Here's the other paw. And we're still going with the Winnie Pooh theory here of no pants. No pants. Okay, so he's a light brown so far. And I'm going to go on the other one while I've got this open and do the legs and the paw. Now I have rain boots that have flowers all over them. They're navy blue on the inside, navy and purple on the outside, and beautiful flowers everywhere. And I don't think I'll do details on the boots of these little bears, but I often feel like red is a nice color for boots. Maybe yellow jacket, red boots. Maybe yellow jacket and matchy yellow boots. We can try a couple. Whew, okay, I feel like I've got that in. Now, I'm just going to stop at this. I know there's all sorts of great ways to shade that I haven't learned yet. He is a free bear, no pants. But I'm just going to keep going. So we've got a couple of little bears that have the darker ones that I tried doing some stuff on. We've got the light ones on that are just one coat and we're ready to go. My mom said try yellow for the coat. And I picked out two yellows here. A yellow 19, it's called Napoli, and a lemon yellow. Let's start with that one. That one sounds good. I'm going to go back to my first bear and get the yellow going on his coat. Maybe we could do the bears in different colors. That might be another idea too. And what do you think? In the chat, are there any notes or ideas of what you think I should do for video 100? I should have a party for 100 of all of you to come and join me. Wouldn't that be fun? Maybe I'll do that at 1,000. That would be fun. Okay, so I've got some yellow down there. I'm going to make it matchy and do some yellow on his boots. And I'm going to try and do some highlighting. Because when I watch my friends do it, they just seem so clever at it. I'm sure I can learn it too. So I'm just going to go to the front here. Then maybe along the bottom of his arm and cuff. And down along his zipper. And the bottom. And then I think I could just go ahead and make the whole pocket darker. And then let's go by the hood. It's got a little hood. I'm going to make his hood darker. And yes, if you were to just walk into my studio right now, you'd probably scare the bejesus out of me because I'm so focused. 100 cards for the 100th video. Come start cutting out things with me now, little miss. A craft-a-thon is a beautiful idea too. That's another fun idea. Okay, under here. All right, so let me hold that guy up to the camera here for you. So we got a little bit of shading going on. I think I got something happening there. That's kind of neat. A cake with 100 candles on it. Yeah, that would be a good one. I love that idea. I will admit through my birthday month, I ate cake almost every day, and that is not necessarily good, but I'll tell you a fun thing that happened today. So in my spring cleaning today, I took everything out of the closet. I think I told you I smucked my head earlier. Took everything out of the closet, and when I did, I found that many of my clothes are too big for me because lots of you know, last year I did a personal journey, decided to go alcohol-free and mostly carb-free too, though I had to rotate some carbs in because life has carbs, let's tell you, and our brains need them. So I lost almost 50 pounds. And today I went to the tailor with a few of my favorite pieces that are too big, that are still really good quality. And when so a master European tailor, was pinning me into the new size, she said, "Oh, you must have lost 50 pounds. I didn't tell her it was 41. I just took it. And I said, this is good. So that's where we were. Okay, going to try the red. Going to move my guy a little sideways to me. And if I don't talk much during the red, it's because red somehow and I have not become friends yet. We're still learning. At Christmas time, red markers and I were in a fight. It is amazing, Ashley. Thank you for saying that. 41 pounds. And I do fully intend on finishing the other 9 pounds and getting to 50 pounds lost. But it was pretty neat to have a tailor whose job is to measure you to your clothes and knows all different sizes and shapes, that she said, wow, you must have lost 50 pounds. So I am very, very happy to have been able to do that. And the best is yet to come. There's still more to do. Okay. Margie, I think I'm coming to you sometime. I'm going to find a time where you can come to my studio and help me figure out how to shade, because I'm literally just coloring it in now. Hey, Jeannie, I'm so glad you're here. Oh my goodness, there's my niece Steph as well too. Yay, I'm so glad you guys are here. Steph, I had a fun chat with your dad today. And I'm pretty excited about his house renovations that he's done. And I think we should plan a family get together all at his place. Just saying. Okay, so R17 looks a bit orangey to me, which, let's see what the name is called. Lipstick orange. Ha, ha. Look, I'm starting to see colors in my colors. Okay, this one is called strong red. So I'm going to do the boots first and just see what happens. And I think for the sake of it, I'm just going to color in the boot, because that's what I'm going to do. Color in the whole boot. And then I'm going to come back and try and do a bit of the shading. So I liked the pockets. That was kind of cute on the other one. So I'm just going to do the pockets again. And then I think there's sort of a trick about sort of themes, if you will. Getting nervous, friends. Not sure it's looking like I mean it to. There is a thing where you go back over the colors to blend. So I'm just going to do that a little bit. See if that smooths something out for me. Maybe. Maybe not. But my mom wanted me to try yellow, so I should. So yes, absolutely. Let's bring all the boys together and do a checking it out wonderfulness at the cottage. Okay. So, okay, that was red. I'm not sure I love the way that turned out with the red. So, blue. Should we do a little blue jacket for him? Sure. This is a very bright blue. It's called Tahitian blue. Let's try that. Nope, not that side. This side. All right, blue. This is blue. We weren't kidding. All right, it's very pretty blue, actually. I think maybe I should just sit with my Copic markers and just color even like shapes, like colors, squares, something like that, to just get familiar with them. Okay, this is a lot of beautiful blue. And what I'm going to do is go to a light blue for his coat, and then maybe give him some accents. Okay, that was bizarrely light, this blue. I'm going to go to a less light blue. There we go. I do want it to be blue. Okay, here we go, my friends. So there are a couple of fun events coming up that I want to share with you guys. So I mentioned I was at SCT's event in Markham called Create and Inspire. I got to keynote there, sharing my story of vitality, green jacket. Tyra, we're doing green jacket next. And crafting and how it is part of our self-care and essential to our well-being. And I am going to be doing that again. Let me just see if I can put this up here for you. So I'm going to be keynoting at Celebrate Spring. Celebrate Spring is an annual event put on by Michael House. Michael House is an incredible mission-led charity that has the vision that families can, of all shapes and sizes, can come together and be supported. So many years ago when it started, I think it was focused on young moms who were single and perhaps did not have the support. Now it's evolved to moms who actually apply for the programs there, and they go and live in residence. And as they live in residence, they learn how to parent. And when they're applying, they're basically saying what they think they will bring to the community and how that is what they need help with as they're learning to parent, because they might have had some disadvantages in life before they got to a point where they had their child and were now at Michael House. So I am thrilled to be keynoting there. Again, I'm going to be talking about the wonders of crafting and our vitality. And there are great workshops and wonderful things to do all day there. So it is really special. And look, he's got blue on blue. Now I'm going to go back in with that light blue again and just see if any of that blending comes true that I was talking about. Oh yeah, I get it. I'm pulling the color through. So I'm almost giving him a little bit of a second coat. I said coat on his coat. I meant second coat of paint on his coat that he's wearing. Okay, friends, I'm very punny, I know. So that's one event that I'm doing. That's this coming Saturday. So at 9 in the morning, we start the event and I'm doing a half-hour keynote. And then I will be heading across town to an incredible thing that I did for the first time last year, but has been going on for years. I'll be at Scrap Fest at the Odd in Kitchener. There's a URL there that you can see at the bottom, or just Google Scrap Fest. I am going to be hosting the Make and Take at the Paper Crafters Workshop. And let me tell you, the two cards that they are going to have me doing as the Make and Take are phenomenal. One is with Action Wobblers. That's on Saturday. The other one is with a new device that, if this was the card, so if my fingers were the die cut and the card was closed, when you open the card, it stands up like a fan, and it is so beautiful. I cannot wait to do that. The Make and Takes are included when you come in. There's no extra charge for them. They are lovely in spades. And the Paper Crafters Workshop, I am honored to say, has asked me to come be the host of the Make and Take. So I will be there Friday. We're there all day, and we're in the shoppers market, if you will, where all the vendors are. And then you can come back on Saturday if you're back, or if you're only coming on Saturday. I will be there after my keynote at Michael House. So you can come and see me anytime Saturday afternoon. We're open till 5, I believe, at the event. And lots of my friends on the chat tonight are going to be there. So Margie's going to be there. There's a whole crop going on. There's classes going on. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing and wonderful. I'm having so much fun getting to be known in the industry. Like I said, what are we at? 283 fabulous subscribers here on my YouTube channel. Expanding that every day. If you've got friends that you can share this with, my goodness, the YouTube algorithm really, really loves being shared. So if you've got friends that you can share it with, by all means do that. Of course, on all the social media things like liking, emojis, thumbs up, sharing, commenting. Commenting is huge too. Those are wonderful things that the YouTube algorithm just loves. So the more you can do that, the better it is. I would love that. That's fantastic. So Claudia, when you're shopping, come by and see me first so that you can do Make and Takes. If you come at the beginning and the end, you can do two. So that'll be so much fun to be there. But I met Sheri from the Paper Crafters Workshop at the Scrap Fest last year, and we became friends and partners in work and building out our wonderful product with our virtual swap, which, let me do that. Okay, I love it, Claudia. That's going to be great. I'm holding you to that. So let me see where I've got this here. So this is Sheri and I. So registration is open. So this is the final one we're doing before the summer. Sheri and I know everybody likes getting to the cottage and being there. But if you head over to the Paper Crafters workshop to go to their website, if you head over there, what you will find is a section or a tab that says classes. And when you go into the classes, you can register for the, it's friendship inspired theme. So thinking of you cards, just a note cards, or it's great to be your friend card. All of those sorts of things are going to be part of it. And what I love about it, so different from the swap that I did yesterday, where I'm going to show you these. Well, we'll have time. I will show you all of these. This is, you only use 4 cards. And if you have them already in your stash, that's okay. You go ahead and use them from your stash. That's perfectly legal. Or if you want to make new ones for the theme, that's totally fine as well too. It's really an opportunity to get happy mail. And it really is just the idea, I think, of being able to go to your mailbox for a good reason and have so much fun. You get paired with other partners. They send you cards, you send out cards, and it's just inspiring, really, really inspiring. On our private Facebook group, Sheri and I do classes, and in the classes, we do, what do we do in the classes? In the classes, we do teach along. So she and I often will split up where she does one and I do the other. And we might do fun folds, or we might do a different technique. Last time I did shaped cards. So there's more than just the swap. There's other fun things that come along with the swap. So I hope you will all consider. Thank you to those of you who have done it in the past. You are so welcome to come back again and do it. This is the one that we're doing for the end of the spring and into the summer. We will let you get to the cottage and do all that kind of wonderful stuff there, and then come back in the fall with probably some Thanksgiving type inspired ones and fall type inspired. Yeah, I think it's going to be great. So this one, I invite you to guys come out and be part of it. And thank you if you already are registered. I think that is just fantastic, because this is my growing little, what do we call this, passion project. And I'm so glad you're a part of it. Okay. So I just decided to do yellow and yellow on my umbrella here. And I feel like the lighter yellow on the inside is probably fine, but I might go back in and do that darker as well. Okay. And I know I have a gray over here that I'd like to use for the umbrella. And I'm going to change the color of that ball up top too. And let's do this gray here. And what color should his handle be? Brown? Maybe. We'll go with that. Ah, yay. Thanks that I'm doing a good job. I love that. And Margie, thank you for signing up. It's going to be great there. Okay, well, I am sure, Judy, that we're going to find time to do some crafting together. I am sure of that. I feel like the world has called us to become new friends, and then it's going to make time for us to be able to get together in person somehow. I believe. What's the thing that you do when you're like believing? Manifesting it. There we go. Okay, so. Okay, we got a little handle here. Now, how are we looking, little bears? Oh, these bears don't have noses yet. See how they're kind of blank? I'm going to go in with sort of pinky color and give him a little nose. I'm giving the bear a nose job. Yes, I am. Okay, a little bit there. Okay. All right. So now I got to move these out of the way. I will say that I have learned that people who do Copics also have very nice like storage things so that their Copics can move out of their way when they're done. Okay, so here we go. This is what these are our stamps. Now remember, this is what Fred cut out for me. He said I wanted to go back in and get the black outlines that I like. So I'm going to put my card down exactly where it was before. I'm just going to check that everything looks like it's right. Okay, I think what this is going to do is make it pop to life. When I saw Gina Kay do a similar thing with hers, it just kind of came to life for me. And I was like, yes, that's what I want to try. So here I go in with my Versamark, right back over my stamps in the stamp positioning tool. I didn't move these. So we are very hopeful that it should all be right in the exact right spots. Let me just press this down here. say a little prayer. And I'm going in lightly with my, what is this called? Whatever this thing is called. Pressure, even pressure maker. Okay, I actually feel super nervous. Here we go. Oh, it's cute. They're sweet. And I actually didn't go very firm at all, so I can see some spots where I probably didn't get firm, but I don't need to put more ink on it. I think I have enough ink that I can actually just get that down a little bit. Let's see. Oh, you guys, I did it. Look, yay. Claudia, you're the best. I think that's so fun. I can't. Oh, I'm just going to pause for a minute and bask in the fact that I learned something from YouTube from my friend Gina Kay, and it worked when I did it. Ta-da! Thanks for coming up. Good night. No, let's do all the die cutting that Fred cut out for me. And here we go. All right. Whoo! Yay! All right. I'm going to move this aside. And whoo, I gotta tell you, am I red? Because I am so warm right now. Like, I made it. Okay. Now on this, we've got the little dies. I'm gonna get my yellow tape. So I got some yellow tape, my little dies, and I'm gonna take my little sidekick. This guy is little, right? I have a big one of these, but this little one, let me see, where am I gonna put this so you guys can see? Here. Okay, so and then I'm going to cut these apart a little bit to make it manageable for me to put through there. So can I just mail this as a card? Okay, so I'm going to cut these guys apart, and then we're going to make little die cuts out of them, and then we're going to build the seam. I think that's what's going to happen, friends. Okay, I'm going to start with those. So 100 videos ago, when you do, doesn't it, Claude? I think this is the truth. It actually makes them like, I feel sort of reminiscent of a children's storybook when I see this now, because it feels like that's just, I don't know, come to life in a really nice way. All right, I'm just cutting these out so that they fit on my little pad. Oh, I need to die. Let's cut it out with the die, Sheri. That's the one's easy to find. Here he's got the umbrella. I'm going to position him carefully, and I'm just using a little bit of tape to hold the die in place. Now, lots of cool tools are out there that you could do with magnetic platforms, but I like this one because it's so compact and little. I can just pick it up and put it on my desk and keep going. So you can't see that because I took this off. And let me go and take this off 1 second so you have the whole screen, my friends. Okay, back to this. Here we are. Okay, so just got a little bit of tape there holding it down. I feel a little paranoid. Maybe I should put a little piece of tape down here too. I'm sure that's more me than anybody else, but let's just go with this. I took all that time coloring it. I want to get it right, right? Okay. Sorry, I have to do this off camera a little bit. But 100 videos ago, when I started this passion project, I will tell you, I made samples of the cards, cut everything out before I do the card, did TV magic, just in case I screwed something up when we were doing it. And now I opened this from brand new in the package, and I'm using it for the first time live and in front of you. So whoever those people were that said do 100 videos before you come asking for any advice, they were right. Let's see how we did. Oh, you guys, just a little bear. Is it wrong that this makes me so happy? Again, I'm just going to sit here and enjoy this with you for a moment. Holy moly. Should we name the bear? I feel like the bear needs a little name, and maybe I could write the name inside the card. Maybe I could write a little story about the bear with the umbrella inside the card. Okay, there's one. We're putting him up there. Whoo! Okay, that's one. Now let's go do our other bear. My tape is really stuck down tonight. It's okay. We have more. We have the technology. Okay, I'm just going to put that down. Okay, here's this. Here we go. I'm going to use some more. And now I'm going to take this little bear. Let me trim him a little bit as well, too. And get this little bear. And same thing. I'm just going to tape down. My goodness. I hope Sheri from Paper Crafters watches this at some point. I know she's away right now at a really big trade show that I think she knew what she was doing when she got me on this, because I feel very much like something has awoken in me where I am able to like color. She's made a colorer out of me. Look out, Fawn. Here comes creating Sheri. I love it. See, and Judy, I'm not alone with this. Absolutely giddy about it. It's look at. Whose idea was the green coat? I think it's my favorite. Look at that. Oh, you guys. I love it. I love it. Okay. So that's that one. Just going to move these to a side. Now these other little ones, let's just do some quick cuts here so I can get them going. And then, my goodness, how to make this a card. I am so in love with these little froggies, but they're so tiny. I wonder what they will look like. Okay. Gotta get our bear family here. Now, if I was very advanced, I'd put one bear up here and the other bear down there, but we have all heard I am not very advanced yet. Okay, this one is, oh, Fred didn't, oh, Freddie, you didn't cut the little things outside of the bears. So I'll show you what I mean, guys. And I don't know if Fred's able to come. So see, this die is inside the bear, so I can't use it yet because the raindrop will cut out the center of my bear. I'm glad I saw that because it would have been very sad to have a raindrop in the center of my thing. So Freddie, if you are available and can come over to cut these ones out, and if you can't, we will use them on another project. I will continue on with the umbrella. It is ready to go. How fantastic is my husband that he just jumped up from where he was and came over here. Also, the dog has come to watch as well, too. You'll remember Luigi from such art at my son's birthday card. Okay, here we go. Got a little bit of tape on my umbrella. I'm sure when the manufacturers and designers make this, they must have novices that try them to see that they can test the product and that it works for anybody. And I'm sure it does. I like the little bit of insurance. So here we go on the umbrella. Thank you. Let's cut out one of the little bears. So we got the little umbrella going now. And which bear did you cut out first? This one. So now that I've got this guy cut out, this yellow crafting tape, I think, is called the best crafting tape or something like that. And it does come in thinner capacities, but it just rips so easily that I just take the big capacity and, as you can see, use it all the time and just rip what I need. Okay, this little red boot bear is 100% cute. Hey, Claude, you know what? I'm thinking I haven't seen Eric in the chat tonight. And usually if he's on, he is a big cyclist. And so he often will do that indoor training on his bike and have me on a big screen in front of him, which is pretty fun for him to send me a picture of and see. So, Eric, if you're watching, I hope the cycling is going very well. Okay. Oh, he's so cute. All right. You know what? There's like a happy quotient of something here happening that's just I feel good. And it's my crafting that's making me feel good. I'll tell you guys, at 3 o'clock when I was coming home from the tailor, not that I didn't want to do my live stream tonight. I was feeling a little intimidated. I was feeling like, oh, what if it's not a good idea? What if I can't do it right? And believe me when I say, it's like an imposter syndrome that comes in that says, I don't know how to make cards as beautiful as some of my friends do and some of the ones I've seen. But hopefully our intentions that we set to be joy-filled and to have community are doing all the right things for us tonight, because I feel like we're hanging out together, friends, and it makes me feel great to be in community with you. So thank you for being here. Oh my gosh. Look at these. Look at them. So sweet. Okay, I am not letting these froggies go. They are just the superest, cutest little froggies. Let's see. I don't know. And I'm going to try. So they're close enough together that I'm going to try the frogs. I need one of those magnetic wands that I see Kathy's husband use. So which way do I think Goes this way or this way? This. No. This way. Yes. Okay. I'm going to try and cut both of them out at the same time because they are super tiny. Like they're like the size of like my fingernail. Oh, look at that. Eric is in fact on the bike tonight, exercising away. Eric, we love you. Everybody say hi, Eric. Or maybe is the bike emoji available for people? Put the bike emoji in the chat if you can find it. And then he's doing that. Oh, thank you, Judy. I love that you say I'm doing fantastic. You know what? I think half of it is getting started, right? When you're in the space to try something and you just start, good things come, right? And if they don't, you can stop and come back later. That is true. Mom, I can see you wrote something in the chat, but I haven't looked up enough yet to read the whole thing. So let me get there. The enjoyment and your reaction is something I enjoyed when you and your sister used to do paper dolls, dressings, and etc. Oh, that's very fun. Hey, look it. Okay, we found the bikes. And then is my daughter a smartass or what? She's got the motorcycle there. No, I meant these ones. I love it. That's great. Okay, so little frog on here. And then where's my other froggy guy? Is that you? That's not you. This is you. Holy, whoever the engineers are that figure out how to make these little dies, God bless them because these are tiny. Okay, so you can see I've taped up the two little froggies. They're so cute. Oh my God. I'm not going to be able to do lawn fun. They're never going to sponsor me to do their ones because I giggle the whole time. I love it. Look at this, Eric. We've got all of these bikes coming for you. Ride, brother, ride. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This has got to be my favorite one. Look at how those bicycles there. That's my favorite. Okay, let's see how our froggies turned out. Look at, they are so cute. Okay, froggies. Woo! Okay, we're coming around the mountain, friends. We've got this going on. We need a little, ooh, maybe I can do all three of these. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to try. It's only paper. Only paper. I'm just cutting this down so that it fits on my green, what are these called? Plates. And then let's see if I can do the cloud and the splashes. I'm looking for the splash dies over here. All right. My friend Todd often watches or listens to me while his wife Lisa is watching, and he will text me afterwards to tell me wonderful ideas that he has. And sometimes I think he's genius. He should totally do that. Ah, hello, Miss Talia. Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, Talia is one of the most beautiful little girls in the whole wide world. I love her with my whole heart. I loved her even before she got here. Tell her, Tiff. That's so, so great. I'm glad she loves the froggies. It is so good. All right. And is this the next one? No, this one. Whew. Okay. Coming around the mountain. Got two little splooshes and a cloud on this one. Going for the gold. Okay, here we go. Hey, Tiff, I don't know if you get Melanie Ross's newsletter. She's a realtor friend of ours. And today her newsletter said, now that the final snow seems to be behind us, let's hope. And then all Snowmageddon just started happening here in Ontario. And I was like, this is because I changed my snow tires and because Melanie said we're done. And we're not done. Okay. So we've got little splashes, little clouds, and one more just so I can get these all done is the little splash of water in the pond that will make one of the bears jump in or something. I think that's the idea. And just for argument's sake, I'm going to try this one without tape, see what happens, because then I'll know. Because learning is living, right? Okay. Here we are. Without the tape. And it turned out perfect. Okay, so maybe I can skip the tape in the future, except you know what? It made me feel more confident to have the tape there because I was pretty scared. Don't lose my frog. Okay. All right, friends. That's all the cutting out we're doing tonight. Let's move this out of the way. To the side. My sidekick. Playing with the little scissors. We've got our little family. Now, stick with me if you can, by all means. Okay, you jinxed it, Tiff. If you put the snow tires on, it was you. It was you, not me. My goodness. Don't you know? April 15th. That's when we have to do it. Okay, so I'm taking out this beautiful stencil from Lawn Fawns. It's called the Lawn Clipping Stencil, Rainy Sky. And I'm going to get my Misty back. Now I'm only using this part. And all I need here, ooh, there's a craftastrophe happening also over here. Okay, so I know, if I'm going back on this one, absolutely, it was us that jinxed it. Okay, so I'm putting this in the bottom corner over here. This is a large 6x6 piece of hammer mill. Then I'm going to put, actually, I'm going to come off a little bit here so that my waffle flower mat is holding my stencil down. I've got a light blue that I'm going to come in with. This is going to be our background. Look at Janet. I feel for you. No, use the tape. When you put all the work into coloring and getting it right, you want to get it right, right? You don't want to get it wrong. So, okay, a little bit of blue. Now I'm going to cut this down so I have some leeway, if you will, to look for the crop that I want. So I don't need to worry about getting all 6x6 done here correctly. I just want to get a nice background of a little bit of rain going on here. And so I will just go in with this nice light blue. I did think about being very creative and using a blue piece of paper and doing white little raindrops, but then the snow scared me off. So I decided, no, I'm doing blue raindrops on white paper, friends. And that is all is going to be said about that. All right. So the thing about this being a background, we're going to put all of our little friends on the foreground of it, is I don't need to worry about it being pristine, perfect, because we're covering up portions of it. And I don't think raindrops come down in pristine, perfect format. So I'm just okay with some being darker, some being lighter, and having it enjoy the not perfection, if you will, right? The not perfection is where the art comes to life, in my opinion. All right. I think I probably have a pretty good coverage. All right. Let me peek. Nope, need a little bit wider, I think. Just so I can get a perfect A2 card background. All right. Are we there? Almost, friends. Almost. This is going to become such a cute card. Okay, so here is the background, little bits here. Now let's go ahead and get this out of the way and bring in one of my favorites. Now, I did do just a tiny bit of TV magic, I think, where I put a little black. Yes, I did. Okay, so I have my card base. Let me get this for you guys. So my card base is ready to go here. I'm going to use black behind my stenciled rain. So I need to cut that down first because it's currently the same size as my card base. So I'm just going to trim 1/4 inch off of each side of two sides of this long side and 1/4 inch of this short side. And that will be the mat because I love that little bit of black that goes in amongst that. Now here I'm going for the, let's see, 5 inches. So let's do 5 1/4 this way. I'm going to turn it all the way around to the 5 mark. Is that the size that I want? 5, yes. 5, yes. Okay. 5. So I'm going to take this part off here. Just going to trim off a little bit of this side. And now I'm going in for my perfect measurement. So I want this to be, I think, 3 3/4, right? 4, yeah, 3 3/4. So, okay, so I've trimmed that off to make a perfect little background. So this should come together nicely now. So we've got our raindrops on the background going on the card. Let's get those assembled. And we will put our little bears onto it. We're almost there, friends. Yay! So Sydney came over yesterday, and she and I were crafting together. Was it yesterday? Saturday. And when we were crafting together, we saw a beautiful card on Facebook by our friend Karen Day. Karen also teaches for the Paper Crafters Workshop. And Sydney and I weren't sure exactly how she made it, but we tried. and it came out beautifully. So I'm trying that next week. I'm going to show you guys. I'm working on a little bit of that. I'm so glad that looks like rain. Thank you. Okay, so we've got that. Now next is going on this piece here. Okay, double-sided tape to get me the rain going down. All right, there we go. We've got the rain. Now, I think because this guy is sort of the biggest, maybe he goes first in my planning of how things go. But then I see his friend might be, that might be cute. Well, there are some. We might have enough to make extra cards, like to do another kind of card here. Let's see. So jumping in the puddle, maybe a little splash. Let's see. Let's see. It's going to come together, friends. Let's see. Little cloud. Oh, I like that little cloud. Maybe he goes way up here. And the little froggy gets the pond down here. And the little bear is jumping in there. Maybe we stop there. Maybe we keep going. Maybe this guy would look cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't stop. I'm just laughing so much. Okay. These guys will become another card. I promise you. These ones I'm going to put down like this. Let's bring in my glue. And then I think I will sneak him down a little bit so I can do like a sentiment strip up there of some definition. Often I do sentiment strips when I know who I'm giving it to for what. And so I don't know who this is for. It's just absolutely fun to have made it with you tonight. My pin is stuck in my little thing. Need to get my pin going. There we go. Okay, home run French. Okay, home run stretch. Mom, are you still watching? It is really meaningful to have your mom be your biggest fan, don't you guys think? At the beginning, I used to laugh when my mom was the first one and sort of the only one who commented on anything. I always made sure to write, thanks, Mom, when she wrote something. And because I wanted people to know my mom's my biggest fan. There we go. Okay, here's the first guy with this little blue jacket. Here's a little cloud. I'm going to evolve my craft to get to a point where some of these can be popped up. Cloud. Let's get our little pond. Oh, my friends, thank you for spending time with me this evening as we bring this all together. Oh my gosh, I just feel so lucky to be practicing what I'm passionate about, figuring out all kinds of new things on YouTube and Facebook, and just trying to make sense of the crazy world that we've got out there and being positive about it. So I hope that you are enjoying the adventures with me. I'm the paper crafter you want to watch if you're looking for giggles, because I usually give you reasons to giggle. And I never set out to be the magnificent teacher that was perfect at everything. I really set out to say, I want to build community. I want to have fun. I want to give people a reason to get crafting and try things that they might not have tried, just like I haven't done much of coloring whatsoever. I'm going to keep going so I can learn. Margie, I'm coming for you for a lesson. Tammy, you too. My God, the chickens Tammy did. Oh, before I go, let me just show you some of the cards, my friends. I'm going to lay them out for you here. Okay, friends. Ta-da! Oh, is this heaven or what? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. And yes, hon, my mom is here. Thanks, Mom. I'm glad you are. Okay, I'll be able to make another card with these guys. And then as we wrap up tonight, I just want to show you some of the magnificence that came from my card swap and all my amazing friends. If it hadn't been for the girls going to a workshop at the same time I did, it would have been absolutely impossible to have just fallen in love with so many of these wonderful friends. So let me just start laying these out. These are the beautiful cards. I'm going to switch over to this screen so you can see a little bit of my craftastrophe. There's my card that I made. Look at this watercolor. Oh my gosh, Claudia, just incredible. Just love what these came out with. Look at these guys. Okay, this one is, if you're looking for the bunny, I ate it. This is a little bear that we put bunny ears on. And then inside it says, this is for Eric, fluff off. And this bunny has no ears because somebody ate them. I love that. Oh my gosh, it's so great. Anybody want to see the peeps? Look at that. You want a piece of me? Each peep has a bite bitten out of it. What did I say about the chickens? What did I say? You're still a spring chicken. Oh my gosh, look at these, you guys. This one, magnificent in spades. When you see it, you will see it. Happy floppy Easter. So this little bunny with the little bunny tail and the bunny ears leaning back also looks like something else. Happy floppy Easter. This is all done on an embroidery sewing machine. Absolutely incredible. Look at this. Look at this. I just love when I say my friends are really good at coloring. I'm not kidding when I say that. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at how incredible these are. The die cuts on this one. And then this one, I love this. Oh my God, Melissa, this is incredible. It came with stickers as well too. So I'm allergic to stupidity. I break out in sarcasm. I love that one. This one's my favorite. A penny for your thoughts. Seems a little pricey. And then on the other side, wow, an entire day about you. All about you. You're selfish. This one, Mike landed it. Look, it's actually got the yarn ball with the cat that's gone crazy on it. This one, Action Mobile. Look at this. It actually swings back and forth here. So incredible. Look at the envelope that came in. Oh, my friends. Look at this. Woo, I love it. And then this was my Mr. Rabbit that I did on a live stream. So can you just imagine, like, these are all just works of art that I will love forever. And this is what we did tonight. Friends, I can't even tell you how happy I am to spend this time with you. It is incredible. They are so, so wonderful and lovely. It's absolutely a bunny today. Lovely baby shower. So fun and uplifting. Oh my gosh, adorable. And look how cute this is. I love you guys. It is so, so great to be with you. Thank you for crafting with me. Remember, if you have nobody else that's given you permission, I will. You have permission to create. So thanks for coming and sticking a little longer with me this evening. I absolutely love you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you comment, you like, you subscribe, you share, all of that kind of stuff. And I will see you on the 14th. Absolutely. Thank you for saying it's a great live. I absolutely love you guys. Thank you for being here. Have a great night. And we'll see you again next Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Thanks, everybody.